Yeah, welcome back to AWS DevOps Lokesh Tech YouTube channel. So we are going to discuss about security, Kubernetes security. It's very important topic. Hello guys. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Guys, hello guys. Hello.
Yeah, sir. Good morning. Hi, sir.
Good morning, Yogesh. Good morning, Yashwant. Can you hear me properly?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Let me share my screen. Yeah. Can you see my screen? Anyone response? Can you see my screen, guys? Hello.
No, sir. No, sir. Yeah, now it shares.
Okay, maybe
Now,
some
okay.
network fluctuation. I think so. Give me 1 second. Can you see my screen? Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Last class we have discussed about TLS and security, all of the security authentications. Okay, security authentications we have seen, and we should deep dive into this TLS certifications. Okay, so what are the TLS certifications? How Kubernetes certificate use certifications? How to generate them? Okay, how to configure them? Okay, how to view them? Okay, troubleshoot and issues and related these certificates we'll see. Okay, so what is exactly TLS? Okay, so the certify used to guarantee between two parties during the transition. Okay, which means like so it's a kind of SSL and TLS. Okay, SSL means you know that. Hmm? Guys, are you able to hear me?
Hello. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Sir.
Ishwant, you know about SSL? Yogesh, do you know about SSL certificate?
Yeah, no, sir.
Yeah, secure
No.
socket layer SSL. Okay, this will be used for secure your websites. Okay, by using port 443. Okay, TLS. Okay, transfer layer security. Okay, transfer layer security certificates. So we will cover the basics of what TLS certificates are. They are important. Okay, they are very most important, and how you can configure them to secure the services like SSH and web servers. Okay, so to secure your web servers, okay, you have to use SSL certificate. Okay, to protect your website. Okay, first of all, a certificate helps establish trust between two parties during the communication. Okay, this image can refer that. Okay, for example, this might be if it is what I can say, um, web server. Okay, so if it is web server, once again, yeah, if it is web server. Okay, so the communication between these two. Okay, this is user. Okay, so by using this certificate, okay, helps establish trust between two parties during the communication. Okay, so when you visit a website, TLS certificate ensure that your communication with the server is encrypted, and the server is exactly who it says, exactly what it says. Hmm? So now imagine, for example, I'm telling, just imagine a scenario without this security layer. Okay, if you are accessing your outline banking without encryption, for example, this is a banking service. Okay, this is a big problem. One second. I'll use this only. Okay, so for example, if you are accessing your online banking, okay, without encryption, any credentials you type you type you would be send this to plain text. A hacker, for example, a hacker monitoring the network could easily capture that information and potentially access your account. This is bank. Okay, so you typed something so and so bank.com. Hmm? So if there is no security, simply hacker able to access whatever, he will continuously monitor your bank, because his work is that only, right? He has to theft your something in your bank. Maybe if it is credential, maybe if it is money. If he want to theft your money, okay, stole your money, so he need credentials, correct? That credentials, to get that credentials, he will always watch you. Okay, whenever you enter the credentials, hmm, he will take that credentials. Okay, he will modify that, he will change that, and he will take entire money from your bank. Obviously that is too dangerous, right? And that is very that is where encryption comes. Okay, if it is plain text, for example, user equal to yes at the rate of 143, for example. Okay, this is the password, user password. Okay, okay, user name might be simple yes. Okay, if it is plain text, everyone can able to read within seconds, correct? So if it is in encryption, for example, if it is in x z y at the rate dollar hash something like this, so he can't remember. So he can't remember, this is very small. You have, if it is encrypted, it will be in very big length. Okay, so encryption, what is encryption? Encryption works by using keys, okay, which are essentially random numbers and letters. 1 2 a z x 1 4 something like this. Okay, it should be like this. You take you take your data, mix it with the key, and scramble it into unreachable format, human unreadable format, before sending it to the server. Okay, even if a hacker interrupts. Okay, so if, for example, if a hacker intercepts it, what will happen? They can't make sense of it. Okay, but here the catch, the server also need to key decrypt the data, because server can understand encrypted data. How? So we send the key over the same network. The hacker could grab that too, right? So this method is called as symmetric encryption. Okay, instead of using single key to encrypted and decrypted data called symmetric encryption. This is uh, term, this term, just remind this term, it is important. What is asymmetric, what is symmetric? Okay, uses as a pair keys, a private key and public key. Okay, this is where asymmetric encryption comes to play. Okay, so instead of using one key for both encryption and decryption, asymmetric encryption uses two keys. Okay, two keys. One is public, the other one is private. Okay, public and private. So public key likely lock that anyone can use. Public means anyone can use, right? It's a kind of lock. Okay, private in the sense it's a kind of key. It's a kind of key, right? So yeah, so this method ensures much stronger, okay, security. Even someone interrupts and public key, so without, okay, if somebody interrupted, okay, but lock is there but key needed, right? So your key does not have public does not have key, correct? So they can't decrypt the data. Without private key they can't access, correct? So that's the simple basic SSL and TLS certificate encryption. Let's check, let's go down, I will scroll it down. See, so how we can create the SSH. So this is small, this is important. I know that you are practicing Ansible, right, uh, Yogesh? So by using SSH keygen, so you are
Yes, yes.
accessing
I
Ansible.
know.
Yeah, SSH keygen, right? By using SSH keygen,
Yes, yes.
you are
Okay.
giving, you are connecting with other nodes, correct?
Yes, yes.
Yes, the same concept we have SSH. Okay, that is asymmetric encryption using SSH. Imagine if you have a lock that public. Okay, so meaning like anyone can have a copy of it. Okay, this is public. For example, if it is a public, okay, this public key, you know that, guys. So by using SSH uh, hyphen keygen, by using this you can generate the keys. One is public, the other one is private. Okay, so this public key you can able to share, but if you want to access this public, so you need key, right? Private key you need, correct? So
Yes.
correct. So anyone can have a copy, that is not a big deal. But if only thing people can do with it, a lock something up, no one can unlock what's locked except you, because you have a private key. So in simpler terms I can say that private key is like a master key that you can hold in your hand. You understood? So now let's so securing access and service server using SSH. 1 minute, just give me 1 second. I will scroll down. Okay. So this is how authorized keys, correct? So so ID RSA and ID RSA dot public. Okay, it will generate if you use this. Okay, SSH hyphen keygen, correct? So you, so lock down your server. For example, for servers, how we can protect the servers? Lock down your server, so those with the correct keys can access it. You do it by adding the public key to the server's list of authorized keys like this. Okay, you can keep the keys, authorized keys. You can, if you open the authorized keys, you can see the key, correct? So so when you need to connect with the server using SSH, you specify your private key location, and that's what give you access. If you have a private key only, you will get access, otherwise no. If you have more servers, for example, if you have more servers, 1 second. one second, I'll tell you one thing. So for example, this person hacker is continuously watching. Okay, for suppose, if you use not without SSH keys, without TLS, okay, without SSL, so hacker will take everything. For example, hacker, what he will do is, hacker will complete with replica. What I'm trying to say is, for example, I will take here. So here, bank website is there. I told you already, I explained you the same concept. So bank account is there. Okay, this bank account, people are continuously using this bank account. What hacker will do is, hacker will create same kind of bank account. I mean, web service, bank web service, same type of, it's kind of replica. You know that, right? Replica in the sense, same kind of. So how they will, okay, domain name is my-bank.com is there, but how they can get same bank name? Yeah, there is a chance. He will buy something like my-banks, okay, banks.com, okay. He will use it as a main, but he won't display this, okay. They will use subdomain as this name, okay. So he will use subdomain as this name. He will keep that subdomain as a public, okay. So the same bank he will keep in public, correct. So maybe you type something like mybank.com, okay. So you will not display, okay, that maybe hacker account you can able to open. So you might be wrongly go to, wrongly you open this person, okay. He will give username and password, okay. Whenever you type, he can save that, correct. Huh? So then what will happen, whatever your details already, passwords and username is he has been saved. So he will go and take your, he can able to access your bank account. That's how it will happen, okay. There are plenty ways, simply you will get display. So you have been hacked, like this. You understood?
Hi, sir. Sir,
Hmm.
how about database?
Hmm.
How about database, sir? All the username and passwords are stored in database itself, right?
So see, I'm not talking about general scenario, I'm telling, okay. So I'm
Okay.
not talking deep dive into this database, how I'm not a hacker, okay.
Okay.
See, this is just to to come into the topic. I'm just telling, I'm taking it as example. I'm just telling that hacker
Okay.
have a lot of ways to do, okay. Hacker don't make it public, right? Hacker will not show, definitely. You don't know, I don't know, even bankers don't know how they will hack, okay. This is just a
Yes, sir.
simple general example I'm telling that. So this is, there are chances they will use like this, okay. So if you
Okay, sir.
know everything, you can hack, you also can hack everything, right? So that is
Yes,
not that
yes.
much easy to hack, okay. But the thing is, there are ways. Why SSH, why TLS, okay, why SSL, okay. These are all comes in the picture, in the sense to keep our websites and servers away from the hackers. That's what I would like to say, okay. That's why I'm taking these are
Okay.
all as examples, okay. So I'm not a hacker, so I
Okay.
don't know much about more hacking, ethical hackings and all these hackings, okay.
Okay. That's fine.
So
Thank you.
this is how, yeah, hacker can able to do anything here. Simply hackers are more in best intelligence than developers, okay. They have everything. So that's why, so there are chances hacker can able to do anything, okay. Even not only databases, they can crash entire NASA. Even it does already, okay. Some hackers are there. If you go and google it, who hacked NASA, So you'll get name some lastly he will get his name is man something. Okay, he hacked the entire NASA website. Okay, entire high level people database. So he completely hacked NASA. In the sense, it doesn't mean, okay, it is not that much that much difficult to him to hack this, right?
Yes, sir.
Banks also, you have seen plenty cases even in newspapers also, news blogs also. So a lot of hackings happening in India and some other countries like USA. Many things. This is not that much rocket science hacking. So if you want, if you can learn ethical hacking, you can also do that. But we should not do that. So you have more servers. For example, in servers also, if you have more servers for one server, okay, that's fine. One server you can able to, yeah, protect, fine. But if you have more servers, two more servers, three more servers, so you can just copy the public key to all of them, allowing you to access multiple servers with the same private key. Okay, if other people also need access, right, they can generate their own key pairs, and you can add their public keys to the servers as well, giving them access. Okay, so yeah, so now let's for example, just look into this symmetric encryption. So where one key both encrypts, okay, and decrypts the data, that is called symmetric. If you send a key over the network with the encrypted data, a hacker could potentially get both, right? So which is very risky. To avoid that, we use asymmetric encryption with two keys, public and private. Simple guys, asymmetric, symmetric. It's asymmetric in the sense public and private. Okay, so that's the public key is shared with everyone, but the only private key can decrypt the data. The process of generating these keys can be done by OpenSSL when setting up the server's HTTPS, ensuring secure communication. I'll show you one thing. Um, for suppose, so this is my project I'm telling. Uh, See this? Can you see this? Not secure, right? This is our project actually developing currently. So this is not completed yet. So currently its work is going on. See this? Kiwi Glide. So not secure. I don't want to keep more time. Okay. So that is not secure. Why? Tell me guys. Why it is not secure? What we have to place to make it secure? Any response? So I'm trying to inject some more better information to your minds. So what is behind in that? So if I want to make that secure, that's a website, what we have to keep? Hmm?
So by using the certificates, by using the certificates,
What certificates?
like SSL or TSL.
Hmm. Hmm. So SSL certificates, how you can do you know the process? How to make it done? Yashwant, why you are not responding? I think I've shown you, right?
Yes, sir.
So how did we do that?
And in websites, sir, we can buy like in GoDaddy and some website we can generate SSL certificates for our domain.
So this is one of the source. Okay. To buy the SSL certificate, Namecheap is there. Okay, for security, SSL certificates.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you have a lot of certificates you can buy according to your requirement. For example, I want to buy it for my business. Okay, I will take very secure. Okay, by it. So I'll get all the details. Okay, including certification verification, everything will be provided by Namecheap. Okay, Namecheap is a company. They will certify it, they will generate it, and they will share with you. That certificates you have to keep in your what servers. Okay, so and you have to enable 443 port. Okay, so then your website will be secured. Okay, see this, not secure. Your connection is not private. Why? Because you have no certificate, which is not trustable. If you find these kind of any websites in for banks or for public domain or private anywhere, so if you find these kind of website, you should not open these kind of websites two more times, or more longer time with this these kind of websites. There are a lot of chances to hack your devices. Okay, so this is how. So make it secure, you have to buy the certificates. So we have option called ss open ssl certificate, Namecheap. Okay, so there are a lot of ways to do this. Okay, okay, and next. Okay, right. For example, so imagine, try to just imagine a hacker is trying to steal your login credentials. Instead of hacking into your bank website, he creates a fake version. Okay, for example, if he created some fake version, fake website, looks exactly your website. So same design, same pattern, same graphics, same names, same kind of, I have seen these kind of websites earlier, like direct government website only I have seen, no. So he one guy actually .gov.in something like this, na, PM portal, he have copied everything entire, including all the text also. He just simply replaced the place where bureaucrats will be there. In between them he had his photo, you know. So like that he was uh, trying to make public as a, you know, like this public, he is actually cheating the public. So he's telling like okay, I'm belonging to so and so PM department, I can able to do anything, I can able to contact the even bureaucrats, big bureaucrats. Okay, so I can able to do that. So he have shown that website, and he used to do some kind of cheating like this. And he used to take for 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs for so I'll try to get job for you in government sector and all. One second. Okay, so there are ways to hacks, guys. There are ways to hack. Okay, so this is not the way, one way is not there. So there are plenty of ways to hack your websites, your servers, your banking apps, lot of things. Okay, so I'm not hacker, I'm not much, I don't have much information about how to hack the websites and servers. But be careful. So that's why, so fake website is, he will create the fake websites. And how, so they will use some tricks. Okay, your browser to go and his fake website. So instead of your bank uh, original bank, you will be enter into that fake website. So he will get all the details. So once a username and password is in hand, so how database in the, what are you doing with the database? You are not doing, you are not dealing with any database, right? So you are simply doing, just simply using username and password, and you are trying to do transactions, correct? he will also do the same only. He will take your password simply, he will take your username, and he will log in into your website simply. He will transfer your money to his account or some other account. So this is not a big deal, right? Hackers already, a lot of cases are happening like this, you know, right? So how do you
Yes, sir.
know
Yes.
if website is legitimate? Huh? How do you know this website is legitimate? So when a real server sends its key, it does not just send key alone. Okay, it sends a certificate along with it. Okay, with contains important information like who certificate is issued and the server and public key. Like this. Okay, certificate will be like this: symmetric, okay, certified authority, certified CSR, validation, and sign. There are lot of things behind this to take certificate, because I experienced, okay, for our company websites I applied and I waited for a long time. So if everything will be fine, they will issue. But for that also they will verify everything. No, including company address, company location, company owner name. Okay, everything they will verify it, then only they will generate the certificate. Otherwise they won't. For the business I'm telling, I don't know individual, but business to business I'm talking. Okay, because I have done certificates for my company. Okay, so this certificates is like a digital ID card that proves identity of the website. You can check details like name and organization or something, if it is a bank. So and whether it matches that you typed browser URL. If your bank uses other names, those will be also listed in the certificate under subject alternate names. You can see that also if you go back, if you go deep dive into that. Okay, here is the thing actually. So anyone can create the certificate, including hackers. Okay, anyone can able to create the certificate, including hackers. The hacker in this case made a certificate claiming that his fake site as your bank. But there is a way to catch the fake certificate. How? Hmm? By looking at who signed at the certificate. Legitimate certificates are signed by trusted organizations known as certificate authorities, CAs. I told you, Namecheap. Okay, Namecheap is certified authority. Okay, so they will provide certificates. You understood? SSL certificates will not provide all. They have some authorities, so they have some powers. Okay, so they people only can able to generate the certificates. But for example, hacker cannot buy the certificate of this. You understood? Okay, so self signed certificates. Okay, so where someone signs their own certificate is not trusted. Okay, and your browser will give you warning if it detects you, something like this I showed you already, right? Like this. You understood? So if it
Yes.
is not secure, definitely browser will warn you, do not go and do not use. I don't know why it is. uh, I could not able to see what happened. One second. What happened? One second. Guys, it's your work, I'm telling. For suppose if you are working as a DevOps engineer, this is also part of the job. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so right. So you have to find the best resources. Better go to all the resources and find. If you don't understand my classes, better try to go and research about certificates. Make yourself more perfect. Okay, so do not look back. So if somebody asks you, create the certificates for your websites, for your servers, for your nodes, for your Kubernetes clusters, anything. So if you want to take individual component also, you can able to take the certificate for individual components. Okay, understood? So how to legitimate website into your bank trusted certificates? So by seeing your web browser,
I
that
did not
should be
understand the
secure.
point, sir.
Mm-hmm. Are you able to hear me? Can you hear me, guys?
Hello.
Yeah, hello, hello, guys. I think some network issue. Hello, Yashwant, can you hear me? Hello, hello, Yashwant.
I'm audible, sir?
Yes, now I can hear you. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay. So validation, certificate validation is for will be happen for the business and who are trustee. So then for them only they will release the certificate. Otherwise, some other people's, for example, hackers, no. So people try to hack. People try to use their browsers. For example, if you can see my website, see this. Oh, sorry. See, this is my website. Can you able to see my screen? Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So it is secured, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. So which means it is trusty. Okay, secure website is trusty. So then you can use whatever. If you want to click in on anything, you can click it. If it is not secure, you should not touch anything. There are a lot of chances bypass you into their unauthorized links. Okay, so certificates are, there are certificates will play a lot of and very crucial roles, right? So there are well known organizations called certificate authorities are there, so that are trusted and signed and validated certificates for website. Some of big names you might have heard include Symmetric, this one. Okay, Digiset, this one, right? Komodo, this one, and global sign, and Namecheap also, because I am using Namecheap, that's why I am promoting it. I'm not promoting, just I'm telling you. Okay, uh, the way it works is pretty simple. You can first generate something called certificate signing request. I'll show you. First of all, you have to register in this. Okay, I'm just showing Namecheap in that. Okay, you have to register. Okay, as a company you have to sign up first. After that you have to sign in. Whenever you try to sign in, so then you can display all these things and more options as well. So you have to go to security and you have to click on the SSL certificate, and according to your requirement, excuse me, yeah, according to your requirement, you have to buy. For example, if it is premium SSL, okay, so cost you have to check with your budget as well. So as per your requirement, just need to go to your certificate. You have to check all the, see this Komodo, see, even this name chip also collaborated with the Komodo,
Certified. Yes, sir.
right? It is internally all together are collaborated. See this Komodo creating trust online. See this, what are the features? Brand Komodo. So domains included. How many domains? Only this is for only for one domain. This is for business purpose. Okay, organization level. Validation level is organization, not for private. I told you already. Okay, single person will not used. Okay, paperwork, yes. Secure, www.site.com. So local domains, no, not acceptable. Public support, yes. Assurance, high. Refund, if you do any mistakes, if you don't want to do this, so it will be, your money will be refunded within 15 days. Yes, yes, it's true, because I got the money within 3 days, because I did some mistake. So so whenever I requested them, I got refund immediately. Then after changed again, whatever requirement according to my requirement, again I changed, and I got money back. And I bought other one. Okay, browser support 99%, free unlimited. This is RSA key length 2048 bit latest. Okay, you understood? This is 2048 bits. Okay, encryption type up to 256 bit. So these are always. So you just go to once and check, try to learn something from certificates, SSL certificates. Okay. So what it will give, the premium SSL certificate designed and secured in e-commerce websites carrying out high level and high value transactions. This is my requirement. This was my requirement, e-commerce, because whatever our website is there, application is that is related to e-commerce. That's why I chose this. Okay. Commodore not only validate the domain name, it is also authenticate the company behind the online business. All premium SSL certificates come with a 250 to what is this, 2 lakhs 50,000, right, warranty, on top of the best class 256 bit encryption dynamic trust logo. So there are a lot of features. So if you want, you can cart. I can't cart now because I did not logged in. Okay, and also I don't want to buy this now so far. Okay, so then after that, after login, this also not completed, there are a lot of things to fill. So once after finishing that, inside there are a lot of options. Okay, for example, if you want to buy this, you try to use some money, basic one, you try to go and try to get the certificate. Okay, else just go to YouTube videos, check the YouTube videos. People might have posted a lot of YouTube videos on the Namecheap, so you can learn there itself. But if what I try to suggest is, uh, for learning purpose, for learning things, learning wise, if you don't think about money, because you have to experience your own. That's what I feel. So if you do this, that will be get, you will get best experience. So if you watch something, you won't get anything. Anyways, that is also one of the way to learn, watching videos also, but experiencing is better. Okay, so this is how you have to buy the certificate. So you will get certificate. Okay, if it is Windows, you can able to see the certificate like this. Okay, if it is Linux, you can see the certificate like this encrypted. Okay, excuse me one second. Okay, so and so these are all important, guys. That's why I'm taking too much time and trying to explain each point. Okay, so the way it works pretty simple. So already I have explained. So but you have to understand the concepts. Okay, certifying signing request, CSR, using key you created earlier. I think Ishwant did this CSR. Hope remember, guys, I think Ishwant. Okay,
Yes, sir.
along with the domain name of your website, you can use a tool like OpenSSL. ChatGPT you have taken, right? Have you noted that all those on that day, Ishwant?
Yes, sir.
Right, so those step, can you able to show that steps, so Yogesh can able to understand? So by using
Yes, I
OpenSSL,
will share the screen.
yeah, just
Yeah.
whatever the steps, you just to show the steps, that's it. So it will generate a file. Okay, so by using some steps will be there, OpenSSL steps. Okay, so by using that commands, you can able to generate a file. Okay, something like .csr, some file name .csr, you can keep your name .csr, which is request you, that sent to CA certificate. So this we'll discuss. Let me stop my screen sharing. Now you can share. Excuse me. Yogesh, can you see the screen?
Is it visible, sir?
Yeah, I can visible. Yogesh, what about you? Yogi, Yogi, are you there?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Yeah, it's visible. That's fine. Just explain, Yashwant, what is your experience?
Yes, sir. Firstly, with the help of TLS secret, when we are using TLS secret method, certificate and key, using this command kubectl create secret TLS, we will create a certificate. We will download a certificate and key.
Hmm.
Firstly, for that we will generate key using uh, TLS connection using OpenSSL gen RSA hyphen out TLS dot key 2048.
Bit,
We
that
will
is
run
bit.
this command and we will generate. Yeah,
Hmm.
we will generate a key, private key.
Hmm.
Then we will generate CSR certificate using this command open SSL REQ new key uh, TLS
Request,
dot
that
key.
is
We
REQ
will
means request. OpenSSL, you are requesting
requesting.
new key TLS dot key. Okay, you are keeping some
Yes, sir.
name dot extension key. Okay,
Yes, sir.
TLS key. Right. Next.
Then we will self sign the certificate.
Hmm. Yes.
We will self sign the certificate. Once the private key and CSR, we can create self sign certificate. This is primarily used for testing and internal security for
Yes.
trusting
This is for
purpose.
internally, not for the outside. Self
External.
testing will
Yes, sir.
not be valid by so and say XYZ
Outside.
authorized companies. Okay. Self
Yes,
side
sir.
is for only internal testing. That's it. So you should not use it
Yes, sir.
for outside, because there are a lot of chances to hack your website as well. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Then we will create with the help of certificate CRT and dot key file. We will create a secret TLS.
Yeah. So if you go to Google also, you will get the same steps. Okay. So depends upon
Yes,
your
sir.
requirement. You can have Google also. You can get the details from Google itself. Okay. So yeah, thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Thank you, Ashwan. Let me share my screen. So certified authorities. Okay. So the CA takes your CSR and verifies all the details to make sure everything checks out. Okay. If it does, they sign your certificate. Okay. They sign your certificate like this. See here, no sign, right? So once after verifying it, you will get sign like this. Okay. You will get tick mark like this if it is verified. Okay. Sign your certificate and send it back to you. So now you have got a certificate signed by CS, something like this. Understood? So this certificate is valid and you can use this certificate. So you will get the secure. Okay. So now if a hacker try to do something with their fake website, so they would get stopped, because during the verification process, CA would figure out the hacker does not have own domain. They are trying to get the certificate for, and request would be rejected. This is why hackers fake website won't get validate certificate. Okay, hacker cannot do hacker cannot do like this. Validate information will be failed. he cannot get the certificate. So that's why it will be not secure. So hackers websites many. Okay. So and there are ways hackers also recently very updated, like, you know, they are creating their own companies and also using their proper information and also getting the certificates. That is different scenario. Okay. Okay. But you might wonder, like, how browsers know that CA itself is legit. Hmm? For instance, how can the browser tell if the certificate was really signed by trusted CA like Symmetric? This, you understood? How? So well, so here the cool part, the CA have their own public and private keys too. Okay, CA has their own public and private keys. Okay, so when they sign your certificate, they use their private key. Every web browser comes with the list of trusted public keys from the from this CA build, right? Okay, so when you use when you visit a site, browser uses to CA public key to check the certificate was really signed by CA or not. Okay, you understood? Whatever certificates which is generated. Okay, so this CA has already certificates, correct? These on they only generated keys certificates for you. So they will verify it internally, they will verify it. This public CA are mainly website websites that everyone uses, like your banks or email providers like GoDaddy something. Okay, but if what if you need to secure websites within your own organization, like for payroll or internal apps? Payroll in the sense, I have shown you some website, our company project. So in that case, you can set up your own private CA, right? Some of the same companies that offer public CA also provide the private options. So where you can host CA server inside your company, you would then install the public keys of your internal CA on all your employees browsers, so that they can secure access internal systems, internal communication. Okay, so we have talked about why encryption this important when sending data over the network. So asymmetric encryption with a pair of public and private keys. Okay, and admins use these pairs to secure SSH connection servers, correct? Right, public and private. So when a server want to secure its website is using HTTPS, hypertext transfer protocol, right? What is this?
Secure.
Hmm. So if it first needs to get the certificate, here how the server create something called certified signing request, CSR. Okay, so and sends it to certificate authority, CA. Okay, the CA which is trusted by browsers uses its private key to sign the server's request. Okay, once the CA signs the certificates, it sends to back to the server, and the server sets up with this website. Now whenever a user visits the website, the server sends his signed website as signed certificate along with its public key and user browser. The browser uses keys CA public key to check if certificate is valid to get the server's public key. At this point, browser generate the symmetric key, which will be used for secure the communication going. Okay, and encrypts it like a server public key. It sends this encrypted symmetric key back to the server, and server, okay, server tunes like uses its private key to decrypt symmetric key. Okay, so server creates is a key pair, secures HTTPS traffic. Okay, whenever CA certificates is really valid, so at that time ports also will be come into the picture. So 443 port is very important for the secure. That port should be enabled in your availability, site availability. So sites available in your server. For example, if it is nginx, okay, sites available, if you go to sites enabled and sites enable and sites available, if you go there, so there is a format for the secure. Okay, listen port 80, default listen port will be 80. And if you want to make it secure, so if you enable 443, that definitely will ask your certificate. Okay, CA, authorized certificate. Understood? Hope you can understand. Okay, so now, so you might be thinking, I have never had a generate certificate access website. Okay, that's because most servers don't require client certificates. Even if they do, this process is handled behind the scenes, so you don't have to worry about managing certificates yourself. Just to, you can simply request it to certified authorities, you will get the certificate. Just you need to map it. Okay, so this whole system where you can see a servers, keys, certificates and process of issuing, managing them, is called public key infrastructure, or PKI. This is public key infrastructure, PKI. That makes the website web secure and helps verify it, and people and servers, or they can use it, right? So I just want to clear something up, like so I used analysis of lock and key to explain public and private keys, but I have, so I may have given impression like that only lock public key can be used to encrypt data. That's not entirely true. Okay, public and private keys are paired, and you can encrypt the data with either one, but it can only be decrypted with the other. If you encrypt something with your private key, anyone with your public key could decrypt and read the data. That's why you need to be cautious about which key you are encrypt your data. Okay, so naming conventions, certificate naming conventions are important. So when with public keys usually end in dot crt. Okay, and dot pem you know already, right? For example, server, for example, if it is server dot crt or public client dot pem, private keys. Okay, you understood? So this is like this. For example, you see dot crt dot pem, so you can remember public keys is like this, private keys dot key dot pem, something like this. So you might have seen, you can you can uh, you know match with your previous experience, like server dot cst dot pem. Okay, so client dot crt, client dot pem. Okay, private keys dot key. Okay, server key dot pem, something like this. Private keys should be in this format, and public keys are will be in the this format, right? So in Kubernetes, how TLS will works, this is general scenario, guys. This is general scenario in the sense, it's kind of websites. Okay, websites, web applications, e-commerce applications, banking applications. Okay, so you may face this kind of experience also in your maybe upcoming your jobs, maybe if you work with companies. So these kind of general security also layers also you'll use for your websites and all. So but in Kubernetes, so why I explained all these things, since first of all you should get an idea how certificates works, what is the ways. Okay, how we have to generate, what are the ways, what are the possible authorization companies are there. So to just get an idea all these things, so I have explained. Okay, so in Kubernetes, TLS in Kubernetes, the two primary requirements are have various services within the cluster to server certificates, clients use clients to use and client certificates to verify. So server certificates and client certificates. Okay, in your Kubernetes cluster, TLS certificates are very most important. Okay, so like CA has its own public and private keys are there, that's we have discussed. These are all like root certificates. Okay, and so in server certificates, there are used on the servers. Okay, root certificates used on the CA certificates, client certificates used by the clients. Okay, so private keys, one of the other hand we will have dot keys, dot pem. These are all actually already I have explained all these things. Okay, so I don't want to make you bore. Okay, that's fine. So we have actually in Kubernetes cluster, we want to make sure everything communicates securely, right? Kubernetes in the sense completely security, man. Okay, so it should be very secure. Okay, because lot of applications very sensitive also, correct? Kubernetes cluster has master nodes and worker nodes. Okay, and all communicate between these nodes, right? Okay, so needs to be secure and encrypted 100%. This also include interactions between users like administrators using kubelet and Kubernetes APIs, right? So they will communicate each other. All the communication between the components inside the Kubernetes cluster also needs to be secure, guys. Okay, try to understand,
Yes, sir.
right? In a Kubernetes cluster, we want to make sure everything communicate securely. That's what my agenda. Okay, everyone's agenda, not only mine. Okay, if you are running the Kubernetes, in the sense they want to keep their pods, nodes, kube API control, kube scheduler, etcd, kube proxy, kubelet, etc., everything should be secured with the certificate. Okay, okay, to keep communication safe, you need to have certificate. These are all certificates. Okay, to try to understand. So in between, it is connected with it is communicating with the API server with etcd with certificate. Okay, kubelet with certificate, proxy certificate. So every individual component have individual certificate taken, but for security. Okay, so in Kube API server, in Kube API server, mainly it handle request from the various components of users. To keep those communications safe, it needs to certificate a private key. Okay, let's call them as a API hyphen server. Okay, dot crt, for example, if it is Kube API server related. So that Kube API server, I will keep name API hyphen server dot crt. Crt means certificate. Okay, dot crt means dot certificate. Okay, crt certificate extension would be dot crt. Okay, for example, if it is key, private key, API hyphen server dot key. Understood, guys? Okay, so this is where all your cluster data is stored. Okay, and it is also needs its own certificate. So that is why this is important. That's why it should have its own certificate and key, ensure that data it should store and secure. That's why so for example, etcd, for example, if it is etcd, you can take etcd server dot crt. If it is key, etcd hyphen server dot key. See this. This image is good. See this. Cube API server. API server hyphen kubelet client dot crt. Okay. etcd server. etcd server dot crt. If it is key, etcd server dot key. Okay. Certificate and key should be name extension like this. Understood? Hmm? For example, kubelet. Okay. How kubelet? See this here. Kubelet dot crt, kubelet dot key. Okay. Certificate keys we can generate like this. Okay. So what is kubelet? Okay. Each worker node in your cluster runs kubelet service. The service needs to communicate securely with the API server, so it is also need a certificate. Okay. So when you or other admins use tools like kubelet or make API calls to the API server, you need to prove your identity. Okay. So these allows you to securely manage and interact with the Kubernetes cluster. Okay. So security is big vast, man. Okay. And it is very very important. Schedulers are there. What are the where is the schedules? For example, if it is a scheduler, scheduler.crt, scheduler.key, admin.crt, admin.key. See, admin related things we can keep extension like this. Okay. Controllers. Hmm? What is the purpose of scheduler? You know that, right? Cube scheduler is a cube scheduler job is to find the right worker nodes for your pods. Okay, that I have explained in the architecture. Okay, right? So API, how then so cube scheduler will tells the API server where to place them to do this. Okay, the scheduler needs to be recognized as a trusted client API server, so it gets to own certificate, right? That's why scheduler have separate certificate, that is scheduler.cst, sorry, crt, scheduler.key, like this. Okay, this component manages various tasks and also needs to talk to the API server. It's another client. Okay, it is also needs to own certificate, authenticate itself, right? Separate name, like that. Okay. For example, proxy is there. Okay. Proxy handles the Yashwant, I'm asking for you this question. What is the purpose of proxy? Proxy.
Yes, sir. It handles the network, sir.
Exactly.
Networking.
Yeah. Every component has their own unique, okay, unique work. Okay. It deals with different works. There is no any similar works together. Okay. So every component is working unique works. Okay. For this, proxy handles the traffic, right? And it needs to prove identity to API server that will have own certificate, correct? For that, proxy have certificate. We should take the certificate for proxy as well, correct? Right.
So you are not
So
audible.
hello.
Yeah, now you are audible.
Sometimes network is too poor here, guys. I think some there is disturbance here, I think so. Some network issues are going on. Try to understand. Is it fine now?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Okay. So client certificates used by the scheduler, controller, manager, proxy, kube API server. So so server certificates used by the API server, etcd server, kubelet authenticates their own clients to communicate securely. That is a purpose. Servers have separate certificates. Clients has separate certificates. Clients comes under scheduler, control manager, proxy, API servers. These are all comes under clients. Server certificates, API server, etcd server, kubelet to authenticate their clients. to communicate securely. So that's what. So in your Kubernetes cluster, you can use multiple certificates authorities if needed. For example, you might have CA for most of your cluster components, and another one specially for etcd servers. Okay, so etcd server certificate and API servers client certificates can be signed by etcd certificate CA. Okay, so well, so just CA for the entire cluster. CA means certificate, guys. I'm just using shortcut. Okay, certificate authority, CA means. Okay, so this CA will be having its own certificate keys, ca.crt, like this, ca.crt, ca.key. Okay, right? So correct. So you have one CA for the cluster. This CA certificate, they are like ca.crt and ca.key. CA signs all the certificates. For example, this CA certificates, like example, admin, kube scheduler, kube controller, kube proxy, kube API server, right? So all servers related, clients related, they will certify. Certificate authority will certify their own certificates, right? Correct. So let's stop this here, guys. I think you people are getting bored. Okay. So this should be understanding. This should You should understand this theory, because if if somebody asks in your companies, at least you must remember these kind of things. That's why I'm not directly going and doing anything. I'm just trying to explain. I'm not sure whether you are getting or not, but try to understand. Or else, if you don't understand my class, please try to visit various resources related to Kubernetes security in YouTube. Okay, please visit, please watch more videos. Better try to understand this. Okay, I'm not sure that you are able to reach me or not. Okay, we'll see this tomorrow, guys. All is next class. So it will be clumsy for you. What do you say?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
So for example, GoDaddy, you no need to certify anything. Okay, GoDaddy itself, when you buy the domain from the GoDaddy, if it is a static website, okay, so GoDaddy will not able to host dynamic website. Okay, so that is different case. Okay, VPS will be there. That VPS you have to buy, and there are a lot of things for dynamics websites. For example, if it is a static website, so like static and website, dynamic websites, right? If it is static website, GoDaddy itself provides the certificate. Okay, you don't have any risks. Okay, but if it is e-commerce website, if it is big and bank services, bank websites, you can't host your website in your GoDaddy. Okay, that's the reason you might be write your code in uh, maybe React.js, maybe Node.js, maybe React.js come Python. Okay, using Django frameworks. Okay, for this backend and front end will be there. Backend you have to keep in one server, and front end you should keep in one server. Both has separate certificates. Correct. Separate domains. If there is a chance, yes, we can keep it as a subdomain. But for certificates, you have to buy separate, right? If you want to make your website should be secure, so you can do. But if it is a static website, yeah, you can, GoDaddy will provide certificate. Okay, if you host your website in GoDaddy, okay, with using cPanels, so then yes, GoDaddy will take care of your certificate. Okay, for the static only, not for the dynamic websites. You understood? I hope whatever knowledge I have shared with you. So I hope if you can understand, I am very happy. If you don't understand, please try to refer other web what YouTube's channels. Better you will get idea. So because you have to do your own analysis. Okay, if you do your own analysis, you will get more clarity on the securities, Kubernetes securities and certificates, right?
Yeah, okay, sir.
Right. So this is
Yes, sir.
very important topic, guys. Again, and telling. So you just look into this because you may get chance. Definitely, you may get chance to work on this particular topic: security and port mapping and domain mapping. Okay, and enable the SSL certificates using 443 ports. So these are all important for the DevOps engineer. That's what I would like to say. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for joining. We'll see you in next class. Until then, take care. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, hello.